So guys, I have some things to pretty much talk about because there's a lot of commotion going on in the forums. And it's only fitting that I start on this server so we can actually talk about some things. So the first thing about the shop update, it was posted like 4 days ago by Asuna, and she is pretty much a forum assistant, and she pretty much said that the shop update is gonna be 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from the 20th, give or take, pretty much gonna be probably on that Thursday. So 2 weeks from now is the I'm guessing it's after 2 weeks, so it's probably gonna be on the 10th, sometime around then. That should be the shop update. Nobody really knows what's gonna happen. The game has been updating at a different pace. I think one of the first ninjas that actually went to the shop was Itachi, Sasori, I think like Deidara. I know Conan got added later on, so I'm not sure how the shop update is gonna work, who you're gonna see, but expect it within 2 weeks, hopefully. Now the next news is, there was a pretty much brief period where they kept saying, or at least like a few months, they were saying there's not gonna be any merges soon. And then they thought wrong. So Daisuke and Asuna pretty much said that there's gonna be merges very soon, but there's no specific dates, and it makes me wonder. Like, pretty much means that Oasis games fucked up to the max. Now, nobody wants to play on a server where somebody starts off day one and just like drops a shit ton of money. So they would pretty much quit, go to the next server and try their luck, and it would keep happening. That's the reason why servers come out so frequently as they do. But the biggest problem with servers coming out this much is that you're pretty much gonna kill the activity on the previous server, have everybody go to the new server, and it's a repeating cycle. It's been happening like that. We're on like almost, I think we're almost server 200, and the game has only been out for like 3 months right now. So it is just way, way too early for them to be mass spamming servers. I can understand, the beginning of the game, do the first 100, right? And then take it slow, like do it like 2 servers a week or something like that. Um, but they've really just been doing servers almost every other day. And now the merges, like I honestly didn't think they would merge for a long time because that's how other games do it. But the server activity has been getting really bad. It's even been hitting my server where a lot of people have been quitting. So now their server merges are going to be in effect. Now, since the game is separated into time zones, I would kind of assume they're going to pretty much merge it based on your time zone as well as the server population. So they're going to basically merge a couple of servers together to get a more populated one. Now, all I have to say is pray to fucking God that you don't merge with server 7. Alright, right now, I'm on server 7 with the strongest person on Naruto Online for the English version, Origiri. This person is just weird because supposedly like they quit, they just don't play or anything, or they just do their things but they don't attend events. They quit their like their group is pretty much dead. Like they don't do Great Ninja War or anything like that. It's just weird. Like this whole account is really weird, but it's the strongest one. It spends the most, and you can see it here. Like a 4-star Sage Naruto, you got yourself a Ningendo, a 5-star Iruka, 5-star main. Pretty much ridiculous Magatamos all around. Pretty much ridiculous refines. I can kind of guess they're all level 9 refines if I had to do it. And then they have one level 10 refine when it comes to the scroll. A level 9 ninjutsu as well. I think Masamune on the stream even pointed out that an actual level 9 ninjutsu to go from an 8 to 9 is almost like 94,000 ingots. 94,000 ingots just for you to go from a 9 or from an 8 to a 9. Yeah, I don't know anybody who would spend $2,000 to go up. Like, and look at the stat boost though. It pretty much it's like slightly less than double, but it is still way too much ingots to be upgrading for that small of a gain, honestly. And when you're up this much battle power on the server, you have like he's pretty much almost he was actually double the battle power of the rank 2 at one point, but then they kind of cut down the I guess the battle power difference. 35k is the second one, and then 34k and it goes down. So this server seems like there's a lot of strong players, a lot of people that play it. So that's why sometimes the earlier servers will pretty much avoid merges. You really won't see them happening. So it really is weird, and it's just really really crazy like that. Now, server 1 will probably not get a merge. It is way too active. There's like 300 people doing 9 tails every day. Server 2, I'm guessing most of the early servers are extremely active, so they probably won't merge. But there have been a lot of servers. Pretty much my server is affected. I know a lot of servers between 40 to 50 that have a lot of dead servers. And then my server, which is 59, is also getting hit. So I would kind of say I'll get merged around my servers, assuming they're all New York based as well. A merge would be definitely something good though. I can say that people really like when it comes to other games, you really don't want to get merged. You pretty much want to get the biggest advantage on your server when you're playing by yourself, so you can progress better and not have to pretty much worry about competition. Then later on, you would get merged, and that way you can pretty much go ahead and be at a way better off. So you're pretty much gonna get an advantage for your server not merging. But that assumes that you're progressing well enough that you're pretty much doing good as a solo player or whatever. Like if you're not killing Ninetales and you're on your server alone, then it pretty much means you're screwed. You're gonna be missing a ton of XP, a ton of coins, and that really sets you back. If you're barely killing Ninetales every day, but you still kill it, it is very good because you're gonna be progressing very fast and you have less people to worry about. Imagine server 1 where 300 people do it and pretty much everyone only gets like 2-3 attacks into it. Yeah, it is not a fun thing to go against. So that's really how it works. But yeah, it's just kind of like weird. The merges are necessary, but it really is too early from a game standpoint. Now, I would talk about other things in the forums, but then there's those fucking trolls that come out from their cave and then they're like, you're complaining about people complaining about people complaining and shit, so really no point to talk about that. But people really don't appreciate the game. I can say that. People don't appreciate the game. They want everything for free. They want everything given out. They basically like they don't care about the game. They just want everything for free when it comes to it. They want to progress to the end. They don't care how they get it as long as the company itself gives it away. Like it's a fucking joke. That's why I'm telling you, all the people that are complaining, especially those. The thing is that it's half. I would say like it's half of the free to play community that makes the other half look just as bad because they're constantly bombarding they're bombarding staff members on the forums, everybody on the forums when it comes to this shit. They're just like straight up insulting people, and they're just like saying, "Oh, why can't we get this? Oh, it's always pay to win." Funniest thing is when they're always complaining about when the new event's gonna come out. When the new events come out, they're like complaining because it's for spending. So like they need to make up their mind, and those guys are ruining it for everybody else. And it's just a never-ending cycle of everybody complaining, and that's why the community for this game is just like it's a joke. It really is. I have never had a community that was this toxic that just didn't give a shit. They didn't want to work for anything. They wanted to get everything for free, like this community. It's really just a fucked up thing. And when you try to talk about it, it pretty much people target me after that. So like fuck you too then. Like it's really just a stupid concept. You don't have freedom of speech anymore because as soon as you say something about it, you get targeted straight up. That's the way it works. But yeah, people need to really stop asking for everything to be free. That needs to stop. If you're not gonna work for it, if you're not gonna play long enough to get it, then you don't deserve it. That's basically how the game should work. Like I can tell you that all those free to plays that are complaining about free shit will quit the game soon. And once they quit the game, the free to plays who end up staying, that are gonna play for years to come, those are the people that are actually gonna have what they want, and they're actually gonna be the ones who pretty much enjoy the game. I can tell you so far that all the free to plays who complain, they don't enjoy the game, but they're still playing, thinking that their opinion actually means something, so that they can keep complaining to the forums. You have to realize that the company has to please all sides. They can't just give shit away for free. If they're telling people to spend for it, obviously they're not gonna give it away for free. But it didn't stop them from Hashirama because obviously players wanted some better items. They should have just done the shop update a lot sooner. Now, all the ninjas in the shop update, I can tell you, they are all useless and outdated at this point already. Like it's really been so long that I can tell you that most of those ninjas have grown to be outdated. They're not even like considered. They have pretty much really low growth rates. So what they should be doing is putting either just dropping some of the rare ninjas, like put all the seal treasure stuff in the shops already. Nobody really cares about this treasure. By the time you hit 70, the 30 treasure is irrelevant. Now, you pretty much could have given away, what is it? Well, Daedalus probably don't want to miss. Itachi gets added to the shop. Like, Chio is just like a combo thing. Like, the most annoying thing is just seeing people making all these Chio teams in the simulator. Chio by herself combos like 30 times, alright? So, you're going to get high combos with Chio no matter what. The highest combos I've seen in China go over 20. They go like 25 and stuff. I haven't seen Kensa make a team on like 25, 26. So the combos go way beyond that. But it's like, I'm honestly tired, yo. Like, I'm really tired of just the forums and the community in general. And I'm not trying to say everybody, like even though it seems like I'm talking about everybody, it's just that there's just it's not even like a select few of people. It's a huge percentage that just bitches about everything. And then that percentage is gonna come to this video and say that I'm bitching too all the time. So like, you know, in the end, me spreading my opinions really doesn't work the way I would want it. You know, usually in real life scenarios, you have differences of opinions, you talk it out, you have an argument, and you settle it. No, on the internet, everybody thinks they're a fucking god, so everyone is right on the internet, and pretty much when it comes to you saying something, you're wrong. That's the way the internet works. Internet is pretty much the worst thing to do is try to solve a problem over the internet. I swear, because people just they don't know when to be serious and they don't know when to stop. That's basically how it works. But besides that, so yeah, merge is coming out. Shops updates coming out. I honestly don't know how the merge is gonna work because I'm server 59. I can pretty much say I have no chance of merging with Origiri. There are like at least 20 to 30 New York servers that are before mine, so I can pretty much guarantee you I'm not merging with Origiri at all. And then I don't know. I'm probably gonna get merged with either a few servers behind me or a few servers ahead of me. That's usually how merges work. They're kind of around your area. But it complicates things because they're in different regions. So that's the kind of thing that Oasis Games made a different thing. And the thing is, like, I don't know, like it's supposed to be an English side, so I can understand doing EU servers, and they should have honestly just spread it out. They should have done EU servers 1 through 100, then they should have done like New York servers 1 through 100. They should have spread it out. Like when it comes to other games, people always say, why always compare to Bleach? Like, even though Bleach is a fucking money-sucking game worse than any other game I played, you have all the servers for EU that go up to like 300 something. So pretty much every time they make a New York or English server for the America, they pretty much make an EU server after that. And it's back and forth. They should have just done that. Done US and EU. Now here in this game, they made an Asia server. They made like, what other size? They made like LA. They mixed all these different regions. And at the same time, it's good because not everyone can adjust to the time zones, but it's going to complicate things when it comes to merges. So I'm looking forward to how they do merges. The worst fuck up I have ever seen in my life when it came to merges was when Brazil on Bleach fucking merged like a server that came out last year to the server I was on, which came out like 2 months ago. That was the biggest fuck up I've ever seen in my life, and that literally just made me quit the game. I'm not gonna compete against somebody who started a year ago. Like, that is ridiculous. And that's why my friend Gin runs the account, and I don't care what happens to it. But besides all that rambling, let's go into actual stuff. So, got the 5-star soccer on Saturday. Yesterday we had a long stream. And the thing is, though, my streams went from being every Sunday to being something fun for like 3 hours. And then now they just keep doubling. It's literally been like fucking 6-hour streams for the past 30 Sundays or something. And, you know, I originally, like, don't mind doing the streams if people enjoy it, but, yeah, I need to, like, kind of do shorter streams, I guess, because they go on for too long. Another thing is that next Sunday, it's not going to be a Naruto stream. It's going to be a Halloween, pretty much, I'm going to commit suicide stream. So, I'm going to be playing Outlast because Binix is forcing me. That's pretty much the only reason. I don't want to do it at all, but I'm being forced to, so I have to do it. And yesterday, even though I made a video from CN, another thing is I kind of forgot to say about the limited packs yesterday. So the limited packs yesterday, they basically gave you a chance to purchase a 2 ninja tools. Now the mysterious mask, which I got from the second week of a new server where you have the 10k consumption, spending 5k ingots during that event gave me the mysterious mask, and then 10k gave me the flying Raijin kunai. So the good thing about the mask is that it gives you life and defense, and it's the only gold mask you can get right now. The only other mask in the game right now is the purple one from the 70 team instance, which it doesn't even show up on the team instance at all, and I had one from the entire month, and I just kind of just threw it away. And then you have the Shichi Seiken, which is honestly this is the only blade in the game. This is the first blade you can get. So this is by far the greatest investment you can do if you're looking for power. It boosted me like almost 800 power, and it's only level 5, so that's very nice about it. It gets attack and defense, and then the additional is pretty nice because I get ninjutsu critical as well as attack penetration. So it is very helpful. Helpful. What the fuck? So if you guys got it, this is definitely going to be a great investment because I could say we're going to be stuck at 80 for at least 2 months. Now before, let's talk about the 80 or the level cap update because basically the level cap is going to stay 80 for a while. Now the reason why they're doing this is because they need to let other players catch up. There are too many pretty much people that are still stuck in the 60s or 70s, and then people are still going to new servers. So obviously they don't want to go ahead and rush out and pretty much go and, you know, do these updates that people are going to complain about because they're like, okay, you're already doing like the 85 update and I just started on a new server. So they're trying to get everybody to catch up a little bit. Now, I can say that I'm fine with staying at the level cap. You know, the game does get boring because there's literally nothing to look forward to. But the thing is, once the level 80 cap hits, there's going to be a lot of stuff to look forward to. Team Instance potentially changes to the new system that Germany and the Chinese version have, which that system is a lot better. You also get 5 chances at Team Instance each day, and Team Instances are power-based. Now, the good thing about them being power-based is that you basically, it helps you out get higher ninja tools. For instance, if you're 32k power, all the ninja tools that you'll be getting from that Pain Team instance is pretty much gold. So that's why it's going to help you out. And the thing that I kind of don't like about the QB team is that it's really not efficient. Now, when I mean efficient, if you guys were on the stream yesterday and you were watching, during Sage World Battlefield, this is probably the worst team you could use. Unless your server is so competitive to the point where, like, everyone is evenly matched and you actually, like, have really close fights and nobody kind of, like, blows over someone else, then I would say that the QB team is for you. But if you're able to, like, one-tap people and you want to go with this QB team, do not do it. I can say that. I've used this team yesterday. It has took me ages to win fights. I was honestly falling asleep at how boring this team was in Sage World because it's one-time speed. It takes so long for the fights, and it is just honestly not enjoyable. So when it comes to efficiency, the team is not efficient in the speed sets. Like, you're going to win with a huge amount of rounds. You're not going to win like a 2-round, 3-round type thing. So what I do think is, when it comes to next events, I'm going to swap out to the Earth main. Earth main is the second most least main that I have used. The most least main that I have used is the Lightning, and that's because I haven't even went Lightning on my US server. Now, I have no intentions of going Lightning until the Raikage comes out. But then, even on the server, me and Masamune were talking about how there's really no incentive to do Seal Scroll summons at all. Pretty much all the ninjas, it's like too much of a risk when it comes to the Kage treasures. It's about like the 60 to 90 when it comes to a rare ninja. And then Sasuke or the 4th Raikage are pretty much going to be like a 900 something scroll decision. So like, I wouldn't want to risk $2,500 to pull a Susanoo Sasuke. Now, honestly, the more I've seen Susanoo Sasuke gameplay, the more I can say that he's actually not as bad as everybody thinks. But he gets overlooked when it comes to the 4th Raikage, and the 4th Raikage is definitely something that everybody should want to get. He is just really hard to stop. You put him in the front row, you give him the highest initiative gear, and it's just going to be extremely impossible to stop him. And that's when Lightning Main shines. Lightning Main is going to become so overpowered to anybody who gets a 4th Raikage, as well as a Darui, because Darui is just insane. And the 3rd ninja, you can pretty much use Mabui because she pretty much gives like 40 chakra every round to lightning ninjas or something, or just like your team in general, something crazy. And I think later on we get Samui as well. So pretty much Raikage is going to be the OG Mudbone when it comes to the game. It is going to be ridiculous. But besides that, what I will do is pretty much stop. I'm not going to do Seals treasures. Like, I have 50 something saved up. I assume I'm probably going to get like 60. I'll probably get like 60 by the time the Kage treasures come out. I will use all the current Seals treasures or Seal scrolls I have, no problem, on Kages. But I'm not going to spend out of the way to get that risk. Because if you get yourself... Oh shit, I'm still on auto. Oh, damn it. If you get yourself the Sasuke, then it's kind of a huge letdown, to be honest. I honestly wouldn't want to go ahead and get a Sasuke in the first place. But otherwise, the thing you have to look forward to is that if you really don't want to do seal pulls, just wait for events. Now, pretty much, I would say at least a month into the Kage treasures, they're gonna start releasing ninjas into the actual event cycle. I don't know if they will do a Raikage or Susanoo Sasuke so early, but you can definitely start seeing the rare ninjas. And there's a lot of rare ninjas that you want to see. Assuming pretty much Kage treasures come around December, shortly after the Kage treasures come out, you're going to have yourself a Great Ninja War 1010. Great Ninja War 1010, supposedly the estimated release is sometime around January. And Great Ninja War 1010 is just ridiculous. By the time the Kage treasures come out, the whole game changes. It really does. The game will scale up so much that if you guys aren't ready for that change, you're going to pretty much fall behind. All those ninjas have pretty much barriers, so it's going to be whoever has the fastest initiative is going to pretty much get to keep their barrier, and it's going to be pretty much the way you're going to win. Now, another thing about it is that by then, a lot of main characters get a lot better. They get a lot better. And, you know, Great Ninja War 1010 is by far probably the best Great Ninja War character. So when she comes out, she's going to make Water main a lot stronger. Plus, you're going to have Mei, you're going to have Chojuro, you're going to have a lot more ninjas. That's when Ao actually gets a better use as well. Just because you're going to have all those ninjas go with it. So it's honestly going to be a lot more fun. The game is going to be a lot more fun. But you guys have to just be patient. Just play at your own pace. Don't look at anybody else. Your goal should be to maximize on everything that you can. Maximize your strengths while you have the chance. Because if they raise the cap, Lord knows you're going to have to be spending so much. I have been spending like, I think it cost me 7 million coins to go from, 79 strengths to 80. So imagine if I went ahead and got the level cap right now. I would probably spend 50 to 60 million coins to get all my strengths from 80 to 85. And I still think I'm lowballing it. I think it would actually be, and I fucked up. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I pressed at the fire main, but it hit the circle on the other side. Okay, but besides that, just stack your resources, honestly. It's not a bad idea. If you stack your coins, it's going to help out. You'll be ready for the strengths in the future. And then this also gives you a chance to catch up on everything. And when I mean catch up, I mean go donate to your group. Get your group at least level 9. Get that pimpin' looking base, alright? Get that fucking sexy looking group. Get your group skills maxed out. Get your cultivates stacked up on your main team as well as your rank battle team, and then keep all the other cultivates. You don't need to spend them. What else is there? Get your awakens on your team maxed out. Pretty much stay at the highest you can be right now. So when it comes to doing an actual update, you're gonna have a better time. And that's why I don't mind being at the level cap, but it does leave you some kind of stuff to do. And I think that's the only drawback to it. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay at this cap. But that's why you don't have to play this game seriously. The good thing about browser games, and that's the only reason why I personally have time to play browser games. I don't have time to sit and then like play 15 hours a day on the console. I have to pretty much do my dailies. I pretty much do YouTube anyway. So what I do is wake up at reset, try to do my Naruto video, schedule it out for noon, then I go to work, then after work I have college, and then I come home at night. So I have no time to play games. But browser games are amazing because all you have to really worry about is doing events, which are only going to take you like throughout the day. You have different times as well for Naruto Online, so that's good. Other games usually have a fixed time you have to do it between this, and you can't miss it out. And then another good thing is that you pretty much only have to do your dailies, and then you can get offline. You don't have to come back. Just do everything you have to do. Do all your daily missions, do your bounties, do 9 tails every day, or whatever days they have it. Do like the important events, do convoy, do survival trial, do all this stuff, and then you can get off. Then you can go play any other game. That's what happens with browser games in general. Like, I have started browser games for over a year now. Even 2.5 years ago, if you consider Ninja Classic back then. And it was just really, really hard as well. The first year that Ninja Classic came out, first, I guess, month was ridiculous. There was like no info. The forum was the only source of information. And it was pretty much information being exchanged with players. That's why the game in Naruto Online is different. Like, you see information going out, but at the same time, you just see everybody like not agreeing with each other. You always see fights breaking out, and it's just really insane, you know. Like, people should help each other out so they can progress into the game. Even though it's a competitive game, like, you at least, the competition makes it more fun. If you're gonna be insanely strong than anybody, I haven't raised my power where I actually spend towards power in, I guess, over a month. It's not since the battle armor spending event. That was the last time I actually went out of my way to spend towards battle power itself. Otherwise, I've just been getting ninjas, trying out different teams, Like honest, I'm the one that can tell you the best that Sage Naruto is by far the best ninja in the game. But as much as he's so good, it's like you do want to kind of just get away from him, try a different team out, see how these ninjas work, just run fun teams. But it's hard because if you really want to win, you're gonna have to get specific ninjas to win in the meta anyway. That's why it's the meta. But it's all about end game anyway, so it shouldn't be something that impacts people unless you're actually trying to just demolish a server. But the game should be more about you having fun and you playing at your own pace. That's why you shouldn't rush updates. And you have to realize that there's a lot of stuff that this company has to work on. And Naruto Online is just not even the only game that they work on, believe it or not. Oasis Games, I believe, has like 5 or 6 games that they work on. So even though they do have its own department for Naruto Online, the people from the higher ups have to make all these management decisions to pretty much satisfy all the games that they have. So it's a lot of work being put into it, and people just don't understand that. The biggest problem for the community is that there's too many little kids that just don't understand. And that's the problem, you know. Everyone in this generation expects everything for free, and it's just something that doesn't happen. You have to learn the hard way in life that nothing in life is free. It either costs money or it costs a lot of time. And that's why when you're playing pay-to-win browser games, because these games are very competitive in China. They are very competitive. You have to realize that. In China, the thing is, the games are so competitive in China that they will go ahead, play a game for 3 months. After those 3 months, they move on to the next competitive game. So, pretty much Naruto Online probably has been irrelevant for some time. That game is almost out for 2-3 years. I can say that the game is less competitive than when it first came out, but all the veteran players are obviously going to decide to play with it because it just got a lot better as the competition went on. So, pretty much that's what you have to know, is that these games come from China and they become very competitive. Now, is it our fault that they pretty much drive up the prices because America has a better economy than them? No, I mean, it's pretty much their idea since they can make more money over here. That's the reason why they decided to come. But at the same time, it's like, they don't force you to spend, alright? It's more like an obligation. If you want to get stuff faster, if you want to get ninjas faster, you're going to obviously spend money to have a faster and better experience. But at the state that China is in, if you really just cared about getting ninjas and free stuff, you might as well just go play on China because they literally give you everything for free. And you know, the sealed treasures are also different. 45 is for 10 though, so I have no idea when the other ones go out, but when I do reach those levels I will find out. So they pretty much have a lot of stuff given out. It's a lot easier to get stuff there. And that's just the kind of thing, you know, if you really cared about certain things, you wouldn't force yourself through it. Now, even all the big spenders aren't going to keep spending. That's one thing you have to realize. I'm even tired of spending. Like, getting the Sailor Sakura, ooh, that was a fucking close one. Whew. That was a fucking close one. Oh my goodness. Whew, that was a close one. Yeah, fire mains do an insane amount of damage from just everything. When it comes to clone, whew, that was dangerous. But yeah, like I even forgot what I was talking about. Shit. I don't know. It's like I'm not trying to basically. The whole point of this video is not to insult people. It's just to pretty much give people a sense of information. Because I can understand that people are too young to understand. But like, no matter how I try to spread information, it's gonna be taken the wrong way. People always take what I say in videos and they either turn it against me. They just pretty much take everything out of context. That's the problem when it comes to the internet. And when you're actually trying to be taken serious, you're not taken serious. That's just like pretty much the whole contradiction with everything that I want to say. It's like as much as I want to give people information to help them out, and it's just I already know it's not going to work out. So I did get Itachi for the first time from Fragments. I'm going to probably end up getting him from the shop, honestly, because I have a ton of points stacked up. But this is going to be the end of the video because I'm just going to end up doing videos for... I don't know, I can't stop doing my long videos, that's just it. So if you guys, I don't expect you guys to watch the whole thing, but if you guys do watch the whole thing, you're awesome. I should have talked about this earlier, but I did forget to mention it. So, you know, I was talking with my boy Chance for like the past few days, probably the past week, and he pretty much hooked it up. He gave me a new banner as well as a new avatar, and it is like 1,000 times better than what I used to have. And, you know, thanks to Chance, he made a fucking amazing job. He's also in my Discord, always hanging out, so I appreciate him for that. And then he also gave me pretty much like a new thumbnail layout. So He gave me a new thumbnail layout for the stream, and then I'm pretty much gonna just keep modifying it for my other games. So thanks to Chance for hooking it up. I also have someone that I'm talking to. It's also a AMV creator. He's gonna pretty much try to get me an intro going. So I'm trying to get myself an intro, and that's pretty much. I'm just trying to make my channel look more professional, look a lot nicer. Because honestly, my last channel art was, it was just cringe, and I just didn't want to look at it anymore. So I'm glad for the new Kaibo look. It looks awesome. Last thing I have to say is the stream on next Sunday. I did say this earlier. Is gonna be a Outlast stream. There is no Naruto Online, but I will do a Naruto Online video, and I do have to do Naruto Online events, so I might just get my friend to go. But the last thing I want to say is basically stack up on everything. You want to get yourself as high as to the max you can for all your ninjas. I forgot to put everybody else in. Oops. Okay, there we go. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go Earth main. I'm gonna keep the Sailor Sakura definitely. Probably gonna keep Iruka. So the third person, I might as well just put in Sage Naruto. I don't know. But I want to change it to that team. I have to do team instance as well. But what I wanted to say was basically stack up everything. Try to keep everything as close to 100 as you can. Obviously, the ninja stars are something that's like really not gonna happen if you have a lot of summoned or pulled ninjas. But try for everything. Try to get as close to 100. When you have everything 100, just stack your resources, and then you'll be good to go. I'm pretty much ready for the shop update. I have 36,000 group shop points. I have 16,000 arenas. Now, I think arena gets Hidan, or no, not Hidan. They get Itachi. Now, Itachi is going to be like 1,500 points for 5 fragments, so I don't even know. I would probably be barely able to get him by the time he gets added to the shop. It's going to take a while. Ranked battle, I have 48,000 points. Survival trial, I have 65,000. So I'm going to be pretty much ready for that. But, you know, hopefully you guys did get the good message from this video. If you took it out of context, well, I guess I have nothing to say. You know, it's just something I expected. But I'll see you guys tomorrow with a video. And I pretty much have to do a Bleach video sometime soon. It's been way too long since I did one. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you have a great day.